thing is like hanging on by a thread. There's so much turnover right now, it's hard to keep track. Let go, hang on, moving on, new beginnings, ends. Gosh, there's just so many. It's saturated right now.
Oh wow, that is real.
Can you see that? I want to see that again. Now that it's... Where's my other window? Can you see the part number in there? The LED? That's so funny. You can see the lights inside.
Oh wow.
That's kind of cool. Bloop, 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 bloop. I've had kind of a rough day. When I was a little kid, 2, 3 years old. I'm doing a talk, Ma. 2, 3 years old, I'd sit there and I'd gaze inside a light bright. And I look up and I just want live inside a light bright. Now I do. Now I'm living in a light bright. It's all fun and games, right? Life is supposed to be fun and games, and then the freaking maniacal get their weird ideas. Hi, pretty girl. Are you pissing this? Are you moody? You're so pretty. Tomorrow you get all your stitches out and then I'll take you for a ride on dates. We go up to the river. Pretty girl. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. How come I can't see the lights now? Tuck her in there. That's kind of cool. We'll just leave it like that. Brrr. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm okay about that. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. And so do Luna. So do Luna Tickle. She likes to talk about how she feels about things too. We're all getting old and squirrely. It's hard having an old dogs. It is very, very, very difficult having 4 old dogs. It's like they're racing to the Rainbow Bridge. I bet they're gonna go like at the same time because they've been together for so long. Talk! It's okay, baby. Okay. You're so good boy. Come on. Come on in here. Yeah, it's hard. I knew it was gonna be hard when I got him though. I knew it. I knew it's like Marge. It's gonna suck. It's gonna all suck. You don't freaking get rid of things after you love them for so long. Thanks for everything. Bye. It's happened to Mom. It's happened to me. I'm trying to break the cycle. And it hasn't been easy. It was a year ago today. Found out or got in touch with a cousin mom had. He came up because he lived up in Cuesta and we were in Hondo. It's like 10 miles. So we like connected on social media, and everybody always has everything else to do, you know? They just have their own little worlds, and anything outside that, and that's okay. We don't have much in common. I mean, I actually went to combat, and he dodged it because he, you know, when you grow up in places where everybody's related, you know, he got out of Vietnam because he freaking got to go to like Hawaii or some shit, like some fucking plush fucking, because of who you know. I mean, it's like, I was talking to a friend today about the Vietnam lotteries. I'm like, it's all who you're related to. If you got the good relatives, you got the good shit that, you know, and if you got the good relatives that don't like you, you get the shit fucking duty, and you get the duty. It's all fucking stacked. There's no integrity at all. The ranking system, if they don't like you, they'll just never let you promote, and then you'll age out. They'll just get rid of you that way. Thanks for your time, but you're not part of the club. And it just fucking makes me sick that this is the shit that people are memorializing. Yeah, a lot of people died, and that's what they're memorializing. Stop letting your loved ones join organizations that kill people, and then they won't die, and you won't have to be sad about missing them. It's not rocket science. Even rocket scientists aren't that smart. Can't really figure out how to bust through the firmament. Go girl, Luna. Come on, Tata. He's fine where he's at. So I called today the Earth. What is I called today's talk? I was listening to this dude give his take on. Hey, what's up, Rebecca? I was listening to his take on like the fall of society, and how all the countries, you know, like we're it. This is it. This is the erector. This is like, we had a chance to, like all of the other civilizations had a chance to make heaven on earth, where we could just freely travel and go see this and go see that and talk with them and make friends with them. And then there's these groups that just have to kill things because it gives them erections and shit. Makes them feel like men. It's just, it's not a real big group. It's a big, you know, it's by compared to the rest of the world. Rest of the world just wants to freaking, you know, hang out with people that they love if they can find them. I guess I'm just real hurt today because it's been 2 weeks since I reached out to Mom's cousin. And we ain't never heard nothing back. Not a fuck you or nothing, you know? And they're mad. I know they're mad. They're mad at their dad. They're all hurt. But you know what? You got somebody else to love in a world that people are losing people to love all the time. So get over yourselves. There's so many people that need to just fucking get over thinking that you're so important, and that everybody has to act certain ways to accommodate your joy and your happiness. And get miserable for somebody at least once a day. Inconvenience yourself. Put yourself out. Roll your eyes because you have to give somebody a ride or something. And you know what happens when you start doing stuff like that? You start enjoying it. That's what happened to me. People are so busy just filling every minute and every day just doing all the stuff that just makes their heart go pitter-patter. Meanwhile, the cracks of society are getting wider. It's only going to get worse. Tornado Alley is like half of the country now. It's not just this little. When I was a little kid, I always, oh no, Tornado Alley. It's like this stripe, from Texas up to South Dakota, North Dakota, whatever. Now it's the other. And how come they don't have tornadoes in Europe? How come they're just in the United States? Why are tornadoes just in the United States? They don't have them in Australia.
I didn't know that.
You never see. I've never once seen any kind of video footage of tornado in the UK.
In the UK.
Tornado in Sweden.
There's a lot of.
They're like same latitude, longitude. I mean, on the equator, it's like in the same. No, they got landslides, stuff like that. But how come we're the only lucky ones? This Earth has been hijacked. It could be so much cooler. But the ego gets carried away. People start wanting more stuff. Without even acknowledging or recognizing that you can't take this shit with you, dude. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You can't take nothing with you. All you can do is be a good spirit to other good spirits, and maybe you guys will meet in the spirit on the spiritual side. And not haunt people, and not be tormented. Aren't there enough tormented souls on planet Earth? I think there's plenty of tormented souls on planet Earth. I'm waiting to see more and more people with all their abundance and stuff that they've been granted in the last 3-4 years, because there's more billionaires now than ever. Yet there's more and more people that freaking are living on the street with their flesh rotting too. And more families on the street because, like me, it happened to me. That's how I know about it. I'm talking about from personal experience. I am a college educated. I was in IT for a number of years. My last job, I was the IT department. There was 3 of us in Omaha. And we had people from all over the United States overnighting us their laptops so we could fix their shit and send it back to them because it wasn't their shit, and they didn't care, so they just beat it up. And I learned a lot working there. And then I moved to Oregon, and it became clear to me that I needed to be a stay-at-home daughter. Well, how am I supposed to pay rent because landlords want rent? How am I supposed to pay? So I didn't have running water for 2.5 years when I lived in Oregon. No running water. I'd get my toilet water every day out of the stream that we live next to flush the toilet. I had all these water jugs and buckets and stuff like that. Now I look around. See, all this stuff, all the hell I've been through, it's practice for me, but I got to learn how to be comfortable living in hell, because now there's going to be more people living in hell, so I can give them all my pro tips on just how to find little pieces of joy in life. Because it's going to get bad. It is going to get bad. Everybody knows how bad. And people that don't even know that it's going to get bad, there's something deep down inside them. It's called collective consciousness. It's giving them a little tink, 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 tink. Shit's gonna get real bad. And let's see what we can do from the wreckage, because Earth is an Etch's sketch. Every 250 years, what's the longest civilization? Like, it rains and tides. Like, they're 250 years. The Romans were the dudes that wore skirts and like were all started the kings of butt stuff. All that shit. Hate it all. No place for it on my planet. Nothing. None of that. It's all stupid. Sports. Stupid. Anybody waste their time on any kind of sport, you're going to keep recycling your soul. And we ain't never going to have heaven on earth because people have to go team. And I'm supposed to be the retard? That don't make no sense to me. And now people, water scarcity, that's spreading. The nothingness is one. So let's see what people are, and if you got like a tech job, like where you got to use electricity to earn your income, Learn how to do a trade real, real fast. Or be okay with washing or contribute to the community and somehow, maybe, I don't know, if you're good with blood, maybe we could put you in triage. Like, we're to determine, should we even bother with this person? Because people are so mad and so angry and so hurt they can't contain it all, and now it's erupting all over planet Earth. Pretty girl? It's true. It's not me. I'm trying to tell him to get along. I said, you be nice and share cookies. And don't be a thief. Oh, it's a pretty girl. Anyway. It's all tumbling down. Every country. Hey, Tanya, what's up? How you doing? Thank you. So I hate today. I'm just trying to get through it because it's just so stupid. All day I'm just like twatter, all of them, all the social media is just like, why are you memorializing people? Just don't do the bullshit. Don't let people you love sign their name, because pride is a fucking sin, dude. Pride is a sin. I'm so proud of you. That stuff hurts my brain. But people are waking up, right? Ugh. Anyway. It's Monday. All day long I've been saying, it's Monday, it's Monday, it's Monday. Because it feels like a Sunday to me. And I have things I need to do tomorrow and the next day at time. So, like, I have to be a part of 3D Earth and be someplace at a designated time. Which... I'm pretty fortunate that most days I haven't had to live on 3D Earth in a very long time. I mean, it's been a blessing that I just got to, as stressful as my life has been the last 7 years, I still have my critter, they kept me in love. They sustained me in love. So now I gotta sustain them in love, and then I just hate this part because I don't know. But anyway. So things are ending so fast all over, and yet there's those people that still try to, like all over freaking New Mexico. Like, don't act like you fucking give a shit about people when they're dead, because clearly you don't give a crap about people when they're alive. Otherwise, Mom would have been embraced, and me as family, open arms. That didn't happen. We just got another door slammed in our face. You win some, you will lose some. And then and then it's just, I know my whole entire life that God, Creator, protects us from people that aren't good for us. And I know that if Mom was freaking born and raised here, Ma, you were born and raised here? Could you imagine being born and raised here, Ma?
No.
Would I be? Would she have ever run across Greg? Like, his people are born and raised here, but Mom went off and lived her life and met my dad in, San Luis Obispo? Is that where you guys met?
Yeah.
I don't even know, because, like, neither of my parents would tell me shit, because, like, I was always really interested in it, like, my birth story and all that stuff, and everybody was hushed, loud, all tight-lipped about it. To the point that at one point my dad told me, it's none of your business. I'm like, it's my fucking life. Yeah, it is, but it would make him look unfavorably. I'm really tired of people protecting their fucking a-hole dads, uncles, brothers, nephews, cousins, whatever. They're a piece of shit. What is it gonna make it, like, if everybody knows they're a piece of shit like you gotta cover it up because they might think you're a piece of shit because you're related to a piece of shit? We're autonomous beings. What other people do has no bloop. Don't impact me unless they pull their power trip and I don't get paid, and I don't get like what I deserve as an income. When people start messing with livelihood, and people do. But of course, I couldn't get food stamps in this town. Whoop! Did he come down okay?
Yeah.
Come on, Tuck. Let's go settle down. Come on, Bubba. So I've had to learn to circumvent the system because the system doesn't want to take care of me. People like me. Good boy, Tuck. Come on. Because we're the bottom, and if they wipe out the bottom, all the poor people at the bottom, if they wipe us out, it's more shit they can spend on their butt parties. All of them. Ain't nobody on this planet, I don't buy it. Ain't nobody on this planet that has a large amount of success they all had to compromise their body and their soul and their spirit, and I ain't never done that. I thought about when we were out of water and like I was freaking out because I didn't know how much they were threatening to take my disability down, and I like PTSD. Whoa, what am I gonna do? Freaked out. That's when I called and asked my brother, hey, can you help me find a place to live with me and mom and the dogs closer to you, the girls? He said no. She's your problem. That's what he said. Our mom is my problem, is what he said. But he's an important lawyer, Jerome Hessick. Sometimes I look up his bar. I should memorize his bar number because when he got the bar, when he was going up, when they like were releasing the test, I asked him what his number was. I worked at Creighton in the radiology department. I didn't have a lot going on, so I had my own office and I just sat there and refreshed until I could call him and congratulate him on passing the bar. And then later he's like, what, besides taking care of my dog for a year while I was in Iraq, what have you ever really done for me? And I just saw a whole list of things that I'd done, and then when I wanted to do things, all the times he said, no, don't bother, I don't want to be bothered. And I'm like, one day you're going to come back and you're going to say, I never did nothing for you. And he did. And he's got a really big life and a big house and lives in a nice community with his stepdaughter and his wife and his daughter, and he threw us away too. Because he couldn't just be a kind and loving brother. He had to just continually be that abusive, narcissistic, a-hole, D-bag that he was when he beat me up when we were kids. Like when he was over 18, but I was a kid.
Oh my God.
And he slammed my head in the floor. And he never got nothing for that. Nothing. No, like. And then he made me drive home from Sacramento to fucking. And I have to walk away. I can't get mad about stuff. Come on, Top. Come on, Bubbles. Come on, Bubbles. Good boy, Buds. Good boy. Come on, handsome. Come over here. Come on. I'll give you a lift. Come on, Mama, give me a lift. Come on, Bubba. We'll get you comfy up here, sweetie. Oh. Good dog. It's cooler up here. You get so dang hot when you guys are not in front of the AC. I mean, from all intents and purposes, he lived in Sacramento from the time he was 18, and he's 53, so he's pretty much been born, raised. He's got the. What the heck is happening here? Hold on. Huh. I don't think it's any concern. So, Earth is an Etch-a-Sketch. Remember those games? I have one somewhere. I think it's in storage. Where you draw a picture. The piece, the developers, they create the community. They make it how they want, and then they're like, no, we messed this up, and we messed this up, and oh, there's just too many messes up, so let's just shake up the whole earth, burn it, scour it, use ginormous tornadoes to scrub it, and then the government will go in and take the land and make it how they want, start building it up again. I saw some video earlier, it was a trip, they were talking about the flag, and they were talking about how America is like an extension of Israel and all this stuff, and they were going off, and I'm just like, well, it except for the pockets that China owns, I mean, because Americans sold out to the people that had the most money, these people were not other Americans. They could have given like Americans a deal to keep whatever they want to go going, but people get so hungry for money, or I don't know if it's even money. I think they find security in money, but what we're going to find soon is that you can have all the money in the world. If you're a scumbag D-bag, people won't take your money. Your money won't be any good. So how you gonna get anything done if you're a total D-bag? I don't gotta worry about it. I just put myself in all the places where I could fix the thing myself, so I don't have to pay somebody to do something for me. I mean, all the things I can do, I'm really quite remarkable. I mean, wow. My professional training? Wow. The Air Force, a mechanic? I mean, there's really nothing mechanical, electronical. There's really nothing I can't fix. I've been a fixer my whole life because I grew up in places where first we didn't have what we needed. So when what we did have would break, it would suck. So now if something breaks, I just fix it. And there's so many people in fear because they know that the whole world's headed off a cliff. And it's just like, don't worry about what the world's doing. Build the community in which you live. And you can add to the community by just listening to people and their stories. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear it. Because they don't care. They're too busy living that best life or whatever hogwash horse shit. That ain't gonna do no good for nobody. So it's not just the locusts that are taking over the planet. It's the narcissists. They're the same vibrational frequency. Maybe it's so many, because there's so many people in America with that narcissistic vibrational frequency that they're actually summoning the locusts and the Mormon crickets, I always thought crickets and grasshoppers looked like aliens to me. Like they were little aliens. I always thought that. Like they were like grasshoppers, praying mantis, all those. They were like the grays. It's like all the things that I believe to be true that everybody my whole life said, that's not true, that's not true, that's not true. These things are becoming true in more and more people's lives. It's just weird. So I don't think the world is any worse than it always has been, actually. I just think that more and more people foreseeing it as what a freaking, like a stacked deck, like all the world's a stage. Like more people are seeing it and recognizing it. Like collective consciousness is lining up. Trip, huh, Mom? Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to get on and talk because I was in my head. I was really in my head, and that's the best way that I can get out of my head. What is it, Monday? And I keep trying to find like-minded people, Yeah, they're like-minded, all right. They're not like my mind. They're like everybody else's mind around here. So you got all these like minds hanging out, and then I go in there and I'm like, ugh. I'm not like your mind. I guess I'm a little more nacho neurotypical. I mean, I tried. I tried to engage with these people. They don't want to. And that lady never messaged me. She was going to come and get the chair. I said, if you message me, I'll help you load it up. Then I messaged, it was weird. Because it occurred to me a little, like an hour ago, that it was a year ago that Mom's cousin Adrian came over and met her. And it was just really cool that Mom got to meet a family member that she was blood related to, you know? And then it's like, God, you know, and shit. Then you find out there's more, but then they don't want to know you. And then for me to get to not be resentful, just be like, let that go too, Marge. Just more shit you get to let go. More people that don't want you in their lives, you know? Because they don't have capacity. They only have a very narrow scope because people don't have energy a lot. I have so much energy sometimes I don't know what to do with, and then other times I can't. What I do, I don't want to. I do. You always got to press on. But people have narrow scope, so there ain't a whole lot of room for Marge in people's lives. Unless I'm constantly doing what they want to do. I find those people really easy. Like if I'm like constantly doing things for them, like that alley chick at that restaurant when I helped her, you know, and stuff. And then like the van broke and I was trying to make money to fix the van. And I was like, hey, if you need any extra help, you know, I can work for you. And I never heard from her again. And it's just like, you can't get mad about the kindness that you give to people. And you also can't have the expectation that people are going to return that kindness. That's not my motivation. That's not why I'm good to people. Not usually because the people I'm good to are going to be good back to me. But somebody else, when I need it, is going to. That's how I look, how that works. Good boy, Benny. Yeah, I keep going back and forth. What does that say? Tanya. Thanks, Marge. Thank you. I appreciate that. I always wanted to be that person. I'm a foul-weathered friend. Foul-weathered friend. I'm there when shit's hard. You know, if you want to just sit there and be quiet because it just sucks. If you want to cry, I'll cry with you. If you need a hug, I'm real good at those. But I'm real good at suffering with people because I suffer so much in my life. And to see the world just create more and more, I just gotta breathe through it. And my feet have hurt lately, so I don't feel like dancing much. But I did walk around yesterday and the day before, but I get too triggered. I don't want to be in public. Because there's all these hogs on hogs everywhere. Yeah, these people that have like turned their blessings into gluttony, riding around on Harley Davidsons, just like living that best life. You know, taking up spaces, just like, I hate all of it. I freaking was yelling at them yesterday, you know. Hogs on hogs! Because they freaking blocked traffic and kept me from going so they could have their little motorcycle parade. And I'm like, dude, my fucking sister died on a motorcycle. Fuck all motorcycles. I don't give a shit because you want to risk your life. I don't care what people want to do. You want to kill yourself, right? You know, you want me to care about you and your life and all that stuff. You don't know how many a-hole motorcycles I've seen in my life. Driving like jerks, risking their lives and everybody else around them. So I just kind of clump them all up in together. A part of the nothing with the narcissist taking over the planet. Yeah. That's what I look at. Luna, you calm down. All Artie's deaf. Artie's deaf. So he just wants to stand by Grandma, Retta. Come on, Artie. Just don't stand right next to the... And Luna don't like him. So she... No, she never has. So she growls at him. But I don't want to leave him left out. I just want him to go past Luna and go lie down. Good boy. I know we're autonomous and I'm supposed to let the... But my body... call it the anthrax vax. Call it all my trauma. I can't not keep the peace. It's not in me. I gotta keep the peace. People think I'm antagonistic and stuff like that. I ain't trying to start nothing. I'm trying to get people to see that they gotta do better, because this imaginary world that they created is not sustainable. And stuff's gonna break. Stuff is gonna break in a big bad way. Because they only paid themselves to say they care. They didn't pay themselves to do the work. And so there's a lot of stuff that's broke. And fucking in Taos, it's the biggest joke. I should go around and get a reel. I know of 4 right now off the top of my head. I should make a TikTok about where they break the guardrails. And they don't fix them. They just put a sign out that says guardrails out. Because you got all these little freaking... You got all these people that don't care about anybody but themselves. They want everybody to think that they look good. So they buy themselves and their kids these really fast cars and trucks. And their kids weren't very good in school. Don't read real well. Stuff like that. Physics? Nah. So they just gun it and then wrap themselves around trees and wreck their cars and just because they can. And so there's guardrails out all over the place. And these guardrails should have been, but they never used the money to repair things. And the mayor, the crap that he does choose to repair are like in the town square, there's an old courthouse they remodeled for $5.2 million. Along with the town square. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. He's a Docker D-bag. Just another one. Little bureaucrat. His little Dockers. Did you get those in large size in the boys or small size in the men? I'm asking for Hoya Heyoka. Little man. They're also little. Little in spirit. He was in the Navy for 4 years. He understands what it's like to get all those shots. No, you little seaman. You fucking don't. Because you got yours in basic. I was selected to be in a special study. Pulled out of my work center, which is so weird because everybody fucking knew from the time I started till the last day of my enlistment, I am only doing 6 years. You all can take this place and shove it up your dill hole because it's all bullshit. I grew up poor, not getting what I need, but you go ahead and say, I'm going to go ahead and kill people over here, don't deserve to die. But if you're willing to do that, you get food, you get the hookup. You get housing, you get paid. You go over there to a hazardous situation when we're the hazard and you get paid extra. And then you get tax-free. All just for human sacrifice. So it's just another holiday I can't stand. Like Christmas, why are they celebrate like it's just all it's just imposed reality. And now people are waking up to what reality really is, and it's I'll be here for pats and circles if you need me. You need pats or circles? It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Go do something for somebody else, and then you won't think about how sad you are. That's what keeps me going. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace. Ugh. I don't even know what time it is. Thank you, Ma. You're so sweet and thoughtful.